98.1 FM. 98.1 FM. Your number one family station.
Hey Tweens, join us for another episode of Career Guidance with the Tweens.
Out of Montreal, Canada, our special guest is a Christian content creator with over 2 million followers on TikTok and over 500,000 on Instagram. She is a believer in Jesus Christ and has Trini roots. She is none other than Ariel Fitz-Patrick.
Hey Jonah. Oh. Hey God, what's up? I have a message for you to deliver. Oh, I got you. You know I'm your go-to prophet. Go preach to the people in Nineveh. Their wickedness is too much. Who? The Ninevites. Where? Nineveh. Boy, you ain't listening? Oh, that ain't gonna work. Looks like we got a runner.
Ariel will be chatting with us and guiding us on how to become a content creator.
So Tweens, check us out on our social media pages at FBN TV on YouTube and Isaac the Promise on Facebook. And tune in on Isaac 98.1 FM.
Tweens, you don't want to miss this one. Saturday, 19th of February from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Come join us.
You are an amazing God. Yeah. I am walking in His favor. I'm surrounded by His grace. Weapons could never prosper. Papa got done with my case. Lord, you picked me up when I was down and gave my life to me. Yeah. I have perfect peace in every storm.
What is up? What is up, Tweens? And welcome back to Tweens. It's your girl Gina here. And I have the other Tweens with me on Zoom. So say hi, Tweens.
Hi.
Hey guys, hi.
Well, this program today, guys, we have a lot in store for you. Career guidance with the Tweens is a real big one. We have Ariel Fitz-Patrick, the TikToker. Yes, I know you've heard of her. Her TikToks are amazing. But other than that, we have the Tweens Club, the Isaac Fun. You have to buy the Tweens merch because you have to look drip. You have to drip with us, you know, like you have to look round. Yeah, you just have to. I don't have it on now, but you know, you just have to buy the Tweens merch because you can get a prize when you buy it. Like there's a giveaway going on now. You can get a brand new phone. You could upgrade, guys. You could literally upgrade. So go head over to our Instagram page, check us out, follow us on Instagram at Tweens98.1, subscribe to us on YouTube at FBN TV, and follow us on Facebook at Isaac the Promise and Tweens98.1. So, how was the week, guys?
Well, my week was very much hustle and bustle since my school, well, in real life school just started for me on rotation. So I go Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, Fridays every other week. And as soon as you come back from school, you just immediately want to sleep because it's not like you did anything. I just think it's the rhythm of getting up early, going down, coming back, trying to stay up in class when you're tired, and you know, I just need to sleep for 5 hours and finish my work at 10 p.m. So yeah, that's what it has been for me.
I feel you, Jenny. I understand where you are coming from. For real, for you. Alyssa?
Yeah, I feel the same way. I literally feel the same way because my rotation changes like every week for school. So sometimes it's Monday, sometimes it's Tuesday. But my week was packed. I had a lot of tests, and it was good. It was good after all.
I agree with you because my week, my rotational basis is also 1 week Monday, Wednesdays, and then another week is Tuesday, Thursdays. So it's stressful, and I have a big POP project that's due next week Friday. So I have a lot of work to do. Joshua?
Well, I agree with you all, but my rotation is not like you all. I have an 8-day cycle in my school, so 8 days. So we split our class into our school into different sides, side A and side B. Right? We have the same amount on each side. So on the first 8-day cycle, there's side A, so that could be Monday to Friday and then Monday to Wednesday as well. So that's 8 days you go on to school, and then you switch in the middle of the week. So then Tuesday to Friday and then Monday, so on. So it's kind of it might sound confusing, but once you get used to it, it's pretty simple. But yeah, it's been packed with assignments and projects as well. So it's been a bit tiring, but yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good.
And I understand where you're coming from with the project, because this is project term. I'm happy that there are no end of term exams, well, for me. But project term is usually the busiest because it's all on coursework. Anyways, Lakaya, how was your week?
Mine was pretty hectic. I had a lot of coursework as well this week, and well, you know, SBA is being Form 5 now, so I had a lot of SBAs to hand in this month and get it over with. I still have some due right now, fighting up to do it, but with God's grace, I'll get through. And also, like, I have the same rotation. I have 2 days a week, and like this week, I think it was Monday and Friday. And I actually enjoy it because I like seeing my friends, and it was really nice, you know, being in class with them again. And, you know, I like prefer to learn with the teachers actually there and teaching you. So it was really good, and I prefer that over the online classes.
Wow, it seems like all the Tweens had a hectic week. For me, was it Friday? No, this week was Thursday. Thursday, you know how the blackouts happen? Was it Thursday? Yes, you know the blackout happened Wednesday. Yeah, I was in the middle of Spanish class when that happened. So the next day, which is Thursday, I had to go to school, and our principal sent an email saying that they didn't get to make cafeteria food, so we got to order food. Like the whole Form 4 ordered food. I don't think the lower school knew that they could order food, but upper school ordered food, and it was a vibe. It was really a vibe. But we're gonna go to some music, and when we come back, we have the Tween Scripture, the Tweens Club, the Isaac Fun, and so much more.
I love the way you love me, Daddy. Oh, 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 oh. You're amazing, Jesus. I love the way you hold me, Daddy. Never let me go. Hey, amazing God. Love me, Daddy. Never let me go. Hold me, Daddy. Hold me, Daddy.
Bring back the love, yeah. The way it I used to be. Yeah. Oh, fire general. Chaka Pro. Let we go. Yeah. I tried to do this by myself and I fail. Put the trust in myself and I fail. Thought that I could fight the fight and prevail. So me jump in a me car and I bail out. I was speeding, crashing into people, fences, breaking lights and overtaking in the wrong lane. Now I realize I don't know nothing about driving. I give the keys to the professional. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Cause I can't live without you. I can't move without you. Only you can take me safely. Yeah. So many times we feel we're too good, we're too strong and we can't crash. Never even taking time to read the manual. Lord, I'm tired of defeat. I sit down in the passenger seat. Only you could take me through obstacles on the street. I was speeding, crashing into people, fences, breaking lights and overtaking in the wrong lane. Now I realize I don't know nothing about driving. I give the keys to the professional. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. I can't live without you. I can't move without you. Only you can take me safely. Lord, you lead, I go follow. I go follow. Put everything in your hands. Lord, you lead, I go follow. I go follow. Put everything in your hands. Cause I was speeding, crashing into people, fences, breaking lights and overtaking in the wrong lane. Now I read.
Georgie, I'll leave the list on the table for you, eh? It's the hardware, the pet store, the car part, and don't forget to find out who's rent jackhammers. How you reach back home so fast?
Hello, how is the get it done man, girl? I get everything in one place. Thanks to Johnny Q, 15 Arbiter Avenue, Woodbrook.
Impossible.
We'll call him now, 63 Tools.
Hello, Johnny Q. All you have hardware stuff?
Yes, ma'am.
All you have pet supplies?
Yes, ma'am.
All you have auto parts?
Yes, ma'am.
I suppose all you does rent jackhammers and small tools too, right?
Yes, we do.
One more thing. All you just sell anything to make up with husband?
Yes, Gorilla Glue is no he can leave you.
Open every day, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on public holidays. Also, check out our new Johnny Q Superstore at Lowlands Mall, Tobago.
FBN Revival 2022. Revival of the family.
Bishop Robinson C. Allen, in 2021, we experienced such a powerful move of God as we partnered with FBN and Isaac Family Focus. The motorcade was just refreshing for the people of Tobago, for the villages that we encountered. We saw the move of God. We saw the hand of God. We saw drug dealers. We saw young men, young women coming to God. We saw mothers and fathers. The transformation has begun, and we are declaring that this is the beginning of a powerful move in our nation. Amen.
I want you to know that you are special, and I want you to know that you are fearfully, wonderfully made in Him, precious, so wonderful. And I want you to know that you are loved. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Is it a reflection of God's glory? You shine brighter than diamonds. You're like a star. You're light of the room wherever you are.
Wow, welcome back. So now we're going to go over to the studio for this tween scripture with Angenique.
It's time for the tween scripture of the day.
The scripture for today is Isaiah 41:10. So, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. So, God is saying, God is always with us, and He is with us day, night, no matter what we are going through. And when we feel like we are going through it or we don't know how to go through our day, He's right there to provide a helping hand, to give us strength, and also to uphold us. So that was our scripture for today.
Wow. What Angelique said is so true, because sometimes you feel stressed with schoolwork and you feel like God isn't there with you. But you have to know in yourself that He is there with you, He's looking over you, and He will help you get through your stress with school, guys. So now we're going to go to Alyssa for the fun facts. And we usually have a lot of fun facts, different ones, weird ones. So Alyssa, what do you have in store for us?
Okay.
Fun fact of the day with the Tweens.
You know how we have like earthquakes on Earth that last for like a few minutes for the most? Did you know that there are earthquakes on the moon called moonquakes, and it's much weaker than the ones on Earth, but it lasts for like a whole half an hour?
Wait. Just now. Moonquakes. Wait, but next thing, what if, I don't remember the first man who landed on the moon. Well, what if the first man who landed on the moon was there and had a moonquake? Wow. That's mind-blowing.
It lasts for like a half an hour. Like, what?
Imagine being on Earth and an earthquake happening for half an hour, though. Like, no.
Yeah.
But so now, Tweens, as I said earlier, Tweens merch, there is a giveaway happening right now. You can win yourself a brand new phone. Like, what's up, guys? It's me, Jada. A brand new phone. Just buy a Tweens merch, submit your evidence, follow us on Instagram at Tweens98.1, subscribe to us on YouTube at FBN TV, follow us on Facebook at Isaac the Promise and Tweens98.1. But that's not all. That is not all. We have Youth Revival coming up on, I think it's Sunday. Next week, Sunday, we have Youth Revival coming up. So you have to stay tuned. You have to log on to that. You have to register. Go on to Tweens98.1. Click the registration link in the bio and register right now. We have Youth Revival coming up. Some really impactful guests are going to be there. So just stay tuned for that. Janae, tell us about the Tweens Club, please.
Okay, so the Tweens Club is coming really soon. The time is flying by. We can't wait to share more information. So in the meanwhile, follow us on all social media platforms, as Jada has said, to stay tuned to hear so much more about the Tweens Club.
Tweens Club. Y'all keep hearing about it, but we just can't say more stuff about it because it's a hush-hush thing. So you'll just have to stay tuned to hear a lot more about it. Lakaya, can you please tell us about the Isaac Fund?
Means we encourage you and your parents to join the Isaac Fund, and please support us with this vision and mission, and call the numbers 357-4075 and 622-8981. Again, 357-4075 and 622-8981 for more information on how you can support us.
Yes. Tweens, tell your parents to help us with the Isaac Fund. We have Tweens wouldn't be here without Dr. Margaret's vision and mission. So we all have to tell your parents to join the Isaac Fund. But now we have the Tweens signature song from our very own Alyssa Joseph. Keep your focus. Woo, 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 woo! To know that you are loved.
It's time for your signature song of the day with the Tweens.
Make me happy inside.
Alyssa, can you tell us a bit about your Keep Focus? This song, Keep Focus, introduce it first. Not just you introduce your very own song.
So guys, It's one of my new singles, and it's just to teach you about God, on God, on yourself. You know, if you want to become something, you have certain goals, just focus on it. Don't let anyone distract you or stop you from reaching that goal, and just keep focused, pushing and keep going.
Words I just say in place how to move. And watch out for the friends that they keep in mind.
It's time for your signature song of the day.
So I could keep pressing. Happy, you are my mighty king. You've done so much for me. Yeah. So I say there's no time to be wasting. You Lord, I want to please. And you Lord, I feel so free. Yeah. I'll keep my focus on God. He never couldn't shake me if he wanted. But I put on the armor of my Lord, yes. Say me not shift me focus. I'll keep my focus on God. He never couldn't shake me if he wanted. But I put on the armor of God, yes. So me not shift me focus. God is my focus point. Me not stray from him at all. And I'm gonna keep praising him, no matter what try stop me. So me stand the devil and rebuke him from my life. Me now I'm come from me. I'm a child of the Most High. Jesus is my life. Me not believe any devil's lie. Yeah. I'll keep my focus on God. The devil couldn't shake me if he wanted. But I put on the armor of God. Yes, say me not shift me focus. I'll keep my focus on God. The devil couldn't shake me if he wanted. But I put on the armor of God. Yes, say me not shift me focus. Oh yeah, not shift me focus. Satan is a slyer box. If you step, we will catch you and put you in a box. Can't let him in your head. Keep your mindset straight. Can't wait for your focus to shift. Yeah. I keep my focus on God. No
It's time for your signature song of the day with the Tweens.
Wow. That song, I was listening to the words and I was like, for real, the devil is really a sly old fox. I remember singing that rhyme in Sunday school. Oh my goodness. And that one is the saying in the street, unless I say this out fast. Keep your focus on God, because God is the only man who will have your back other than your parents. But God is the only man. He is the reason your parents even thought about having you. Like, you wouldn't be here without God. You should be thankful for God every single day. I know sometimes we forget, we wake up and we just so rush and forget to thank God for life, but never. Like, you have to remember, even if you're still in school, just be like, oh shucks, I forget to pray. Thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning, because without him, you wouldn't be here. Keep your focus on him, guys.
Yes.
Wow.
It's just something I can't deny.
It is that time. Drum roll, please.
Like water in the
Get your pencil, your paper, your popcorn, your snacks, your juice, your everything. Sit down in front of your phone, in front of your radio, in front of your TV, in front of your laptop, because career guidance with the Tweens is on now, and we have none other than Ariel Fitz-Patrick.
Shows off your
over 2 million followers on TikTok and over 500,000 on Instagram. You have to listen on right now.
I'll tell everyone that your love is your love. Something special to me, incomparable. It's just something I can't deny. And you're always on time, like water in the desert. And I just wanna, I
join us for another episode of Career Guidance with the Tweens.
Out of Montreal, Canada, our special guest is a Christian content creator with over 2 million followers on TikTok and over 500,000 on Instagram. She is a believer in Jesus Christ and has Trini roots. She is none other than Ariel Fitz-Patrick.
Hey, Jonah. Oh. Hey God, what's up? I have a message for you to deliver. Oh, I got you. You know I'm your go-to prophet. Go preach to the people in Nineveh. Their wickedness is too much. Who? The Ninevites. Where? Nineveh. Boy, you ain't listening? Oh, that ain't gonna work. Looks like we got a runner.
Ariel will be chatting with us and guiding us on how to become a content creator.
So Tweens, check us out on our social media pages at FBN TV on YouTube and Isaac the Province on Facebook. And tune in on Isaac 98.1 FM.
Tweens, you don't want to miss this one. Saturday, 19th of February from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Come join us.
Tweens, we know millions of people are on social media today, especially because of the pandemic. Persons have resorted to socializing online more than ever. Well, joining us today is a very prominent social media influencer and content creator residing in Montreal, Canada. She also has Trinidadian roots as her mother is from Trinidad and Tobago. Most importantly to note, she's a believer in Jesus Christ. She's a very talented singer and songwriter, but is best recognized for her comedy skits that she posts to her TikTok account. Some of her most popular TikTok videos are comedy skits about her conversations with God. She has over 2 million followers on TikTok and over 500,000 on Instagram. This prominent influencer is one of the few TikTok stars who gained around 1.9 million followers in no time. She also has a new single track entitled Something Special. All the tweens over the radio land, all over Trinidad and Tobago, are you ready? YouTubers, Instagram and Facebook viewers, let us put our hands together as we warmly welcome Miss Ariel Fitz-Patrick, one of the world's most prominent social media influencers and content creators, to Isaac 98.1 FM, The Promise, in our beautiful island in the sun, Trinidad and Tobago. Woo, 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 woo. So, Ariel, I realize that you have Trini roots as stated in your bio, which is similar to myself because I was born in the US, but my parents are Trinidadian. So can you tell us what is your experience like having Trini parents living in Montreal, Canada, and share with us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Well, first of all, that was an amazing intro. You need to do something in this with your career. You are good, girl.
Thank you.
But well, it's cool, honestly, having Caribbean parents. My mom is from Trinidad, like you said. My dad is from St. Vincent. So growing up in Montreal is a very, very diverse. It's a very diverse place. So it has basically everybody from all over the world in this one city. So when you grow up, it's very easy to like grow up with the culture of where your parents are from. So I grew up very, very much Caribbean, even though I was born in Canada. So I ate all the Caribbean food. Now I speak more Canadian, but when I was a child, I literally had the strongest accent because I was only around Caribbean people. And I went to St. Vincent once when I was like 5 years old. I can barely remember, but like the Caribbean culture plays like a lot in my life. That's the food I eat. That's the music I listen to. Like I'm living in Canada, yes, but that's like, it helped build me to who I am today, like my preferences and all of that. So yeah, a lot of the things that my parents learned in their home country, they came to Canada and they taught it to us.
Wow. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for coming on here and taking the time to really meet with us and the tweens. I'm sure they have their pens and paper ready to take in these notes about content creation. So Ariel, tell us about getting involved into content creating. So were you just playing around with your siblings, or did you look at another influencer maybe, and why content creation?
Well, it started years ago. So it started when I was in high school, I would say, even though I didn't really realize it. I was not on social media at all. To be honest, my dad was very strict with that. So he didn't want us on social media when like MSN, I don't know if y'all know about MSN, but when MSN just came out and all that stuff, Facebook, when it just came out, it was like, no. So I was not aware of how the social media world works. But one thing that I always loved was creating. I always loved filming. I loved taking pictures. I loved recording, anything that had to do with media. I was always like super interested in it. So as the years went by, I still wasn't on social media all in high school. And then in college, I started to more get into YouTube. So I knew that I was about to go to college, and I had this thing where I wanted to be a doctor, but I didn't really want to do it when I was in like my last year of high school. When I was a kid, yes, but then when I came to my last year in high school, I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this. So I knew that when I was going into college, I wasn't going to be necessarily doing what I loved. So I said, after I realized college was getting hard, I said, you know what, let me find something that I'm going to love while I'm doing this thing that I don't really love that much. And I was like, you know what, I've always kind of wanted to be on YouTube, even though I was kind of scared to go in that world. So I decided to I called my older sister one day and I was like, yo, let's do a YouTube channel, because I was too scared to do it by myself. So we started a YouTube channel called it Ariel, and I started doing hair tutorials. And that's what really introduced me to the social media world. And at first I was just doing it for fun. It was just for fun, just so that I could have something fun to do. But then one day I was just like, you know what? This feels like something I could really do. So I was like, let me take this seriously. And believe it or not, I actually prayed about it. And I was like, okay, God, if you want me to do this, let it work out. So I was like, I remember praying to him. I was like, give me an idea. I was like, give me an idea that's going to work. So long story short, I came up with this, like, now it's outdated, but like this interesting way to do crochet hair, and it just blew up. And my channel actually started growing, and I started getting tens of thousands of subscribers on YouTube. And then long story short, I got kind of bored with that, doing hair. I knew that I wanted to do something with my personality. I was like, I have a personality. I want to do something fun. I don't want to just do hair tutorials. And trust me, changing your hair every week to do a video gets very tiring. So I was like, nah, I got to stop with this hair stuff. And then I prayed again. And I was like, I heard about TikTok, which was, trending in 2020. So in November of 2020, I decided, I was like, hey, God, I'm gonna try TikTok. And it went really well. It went really well. So that's my little story of how I got into content creation.
Excellent. And I think that's everybody's backstory that I've heard in terms of content creation. They wanted something different. And I really do think that content creation is different. And now it's a career, it's not something that you just do maybe like on the side. Yes, some people do it on the side, but it can be a full career now. So who or what really inspired you to get into content creation, and who still continues to inspire you? What continues to inspire you?
I would say it's probably just growing up around very creative parents. So my parents they're very creative. So my dad, he's into music, he's into writing. My mom is into like doing things with her hands. She's always doing something with her hands. So I didn't grow up seeing parents go to work 9 to 5. So it wasn't like I ever really wanted that. It was like I always wanted that freedom to do what I wanted. And I think that's where it really started. It's not that I really necessarily looked at others and said, I want that life. It was just more that I knew inside of me that I was meant to not be stuck doing something I did not necessarily enjoy.
Okay. Sounds good. I understand that feeling. So thank you so much for answering my questions. I'm going to pass you on over to the other tween for them to ask.
Hey, Ariel, I want to know, right, as a tween, as a young adult, right? This pandemic has really shifted youth mental thinking. They want to stay home because of the pandemic and so on, right? But how would you advise a tween to start content creating?
I always say, make sure you know why you're starting, because I hear some people when they message me or they ask me about it, they're like, I want to be a social media star. And I'm like, okay, why? And they're kind of just like, what you mean why? I just want to be a social media star. I feel like that's never a good enough reason. If you have a passion for this, because people think it's easy. People think it's just picking up your phone. And yes, some people, they just blow up and they're doing nonsense, but you wouldn't have You don't understand how hard it is to even maintain that when they blow up. So in order to endure this, in order to actually make it in this, you have to love what you're doing. So if you want to get into content creation, you need to figure out, okay, even though you don't need to have everything perfectly like laid out, but even if you could just come and tell me, listen, I love makeup and I love social media and I just want to use, that's enough. So like, if you have that passion and you know what you want to do, you're like, well, even if it sounds dumb to some other people, if you want to sell jeans or if you just want to make funny videos, if your passion is making people laugh, that's enough. And I believe no matter what, just start. So if you have your passion, if you know that you know, like, this is what I want to try, go for it. There's no reason to be afraid. The worst that could happen is the first few videos don't do well. How many videos did I do that didn't do well? You know what I mean? Like, no one knows about the videos that I did before that didn't succeed, but they do know that after I kept trying, now they're starting to see, okay, she's actually getting some views, but it's not easy. And that's why you have to love it. Like, if you don't love it, you'll drop out in like, in like 2 seconds.
Yes, I agree. Thank you so much. So we are continuing this career guidance episode of Career Guidance with none other than Ariel Fitz-Patrick, for those who just tuned in. So Ariel, how relevant is a content creator in these times? How relevant do you think is content creation?
110% relevant. Like, I encourage everybody to get into it. Unless you really hate it, then, you know, whatever. But I mean, it's like everything is social media now. And I'm not saying to become obsessed with it. I actually don't like being on it all the time. But in terms of anything, in terms of just like branding, in terms of business, even if you have a business that is not online at all, I encourage people, like, create content online so that it could like create more of a buzz for your business that's offline as well, because the world is changing in such a crazy way. I believe we can all see everything shifting online. And if we're kind of afraid to move with it, I believe a lot of people are going to get left behind, and then they're going to be running to try and catch up. So I encourage everybody right now, like, get into it. It's like, it's not just for one person. It's not just for people who are good with cameras. It's not just for people who are good with writing skits. It's for everybody. So no matter what you're doing, if you have the heart for it, I encourage people to get into it because it really, really is relevant right now.
Yes, thank you so much. I agree.
Wow, these are some really important tips. I hope the tweens at home are writing this down, you know, remembering what is being said. What were some of the challenges that you had along the way, and how did you overcome those challenges?
The first biggest challenge was figuring out what to do. Like, that I remember when I just said I was going to get on TikTok, it was really, really frustrating. I was like, I don't know what to create. I was like, I didn't know, because there's so much stuff out there. There's so many options. So that was my first challenge. And a second challenge was, after I figured out what to create, was remaining consistent. So the way I overcame the first challenge was, I really think people don't believe me, that I prayed. I really went down on my knees and I started praying. I said, God, I don't know what I want to create. By the way, it was never my intention to do Christian content. That was not my goal. I just wanted to create something that was like, that I loved and that was going to be relevant and helpful to people. Because I believe whatever you do, you have to have that in mind, that, you know, you want to help somebody, even if it's just to make them laugh. So I prayed and I said, Lord, I need inspiration. I need to know what to do. And I told him, whatever happens, I want you to get the glory out of it. So even if I end up doing hair tutorials again, which I did not want to do, I was like, if that's what you want me to do, fine, but just get glory out of it. And I remained consistent praying that. And I didn't just pray it begging him. I prayed believing that he answered me. I knew that he answered me. And with that kind of mindset, naturally, I just kept going, kept creating. I made some random stuff that have nothing to do with what I do now. And eventually it's like God he just put me on the right path, and then I was able to figure it out. And then after that, when I finally figured that out, because the consistency part, which is so important and it's crucial for content creation, like, you have to stay consistent. I know you hear it all the time, but it really is like the key to success on social media. I just had to become disciplined. I had to say, you know what, this is not just a hobby anymore. You're going to take this seriously as if it's your job. And eventually it did become my job. So yeah.
Yes. Tweens, you heard it. Staying consistent is the key. And your videos, how these videos that I'm like, how does she come up with these ideas? So creative in terms of like the Bible stories and stuff like that. So how difficult is it in developing these ideas and bringing them to life in these videos?
It's easy now, but I say easy, like, maybe easy is not the word, but it's natural. That's what I would say. It's natural because, for one, I grew up on Bible stories. That's all I grew up on. I didn't really grow up on TV when everybody else was watching like Beyblade and stuff. Like I wasn't there. I was watching like the cartoons that was created on like TVN for kids. And then my dad would tell us Bible stories every single night. And then at Sunday school, we had Bible stories. And then on certain Friday nights, we had like pop quiz. So everything in my brain basically is like just Bible. So when it's time for me to create a video, it's like, sometimes I just think about, what story should I do today? Or sometimes it has nothing to do with Bible stories and it just has everything to do with everyday life. Like just those random things that happen. Like sometimes like a random thing would happen during the day. I was like, wow, I should do a video about this because it's just so practical. And then you'd be surprised the amount of people that could actually relate to what you're going through. So it's not something that I stress myself over. And honestly, I do have times when I have zero ideas, like nothing comes to my mind. And I've learned to stop stressing. I used to stress about that before. It kind of feels like writer's block where you can't, come up with something to write or create. I used to stress out about it, but now I'm like, you know what? I'm not supposed to stress. I'm not supposed to worry. God told us don't worry. So when those times happen, I'm like, maybe it's just time I take a rest. And I rest. And then when something comes, I film.
Yes, I like that. So rest and film, Tweens. It's simple.
Yeah. So Ariel, hi. I know there are tweens out there that would like to become a Christian content creator. They find it interesting, but they don't know how to start. They don't really know. They might be afraid to launch out. What advice would you give them?
Specifically for Christian influencers?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say first, if you're going to do anything, if you're going to do anything at all, I believe you should consult God first because, he's the one who created you. So he knows exactly what you're meant to do. He constructed you before you were even born. So he knows what he wants you to do. So when you have something in your heart, most of the time, like if it keeps persisting, most of the time because God put it inside of you so that you can accomplish something that he made you to do. So I would always say the first thing you do before you go on any social media, anything, you lock yourself aside and you spend time with God and you talk to him. I know it's like, no, I just want to get out there and I just want to create and I just want to, you need to lock yourself in with him and you need to talk to him. You need to hear from him. And even if you don't know how to necessarily hear from him, just go in your room, your private space and be like, Lord, this is my plan. This is what I want to do. Present it to him, lay it before him and literally say, okay, these are my plans, but I know it's your purpose for me that's going to prevail. But this is what's in my heart. If it's really for you, if it's really your will for me to do this, then keep it on my heart. If it's not, take it away. But if it's really for your, just lay it before him and have that honest conversation and let him know that I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for you. Because no one should ever do anything in the name of Christianity or in the name of God. And you didn't even talk to God about it, which a lot of people do. They say, oh, I'm doing this event for God. I'm doing this. And they didn't even talk to him. They didn't even ask him if that's what he wanted, So I think it's very crucial. Before I even started on TikTok, I took about a week and I was just praying. And I was just, even if I didn't know what to say, sometimes I was just on my knees silent. But I was like, God, you know why I'm here. And just that time of waiting, then something happens. That confidence comes where you're like, you know what? Now's the time to do it. God will let you know some way, somehow that it's a time. Now, don't wait for some loud voice to come and appear. And then you're saying, I'm not doing it until I hear this loud voice. It's like, no, it's just taking the right steps to make sure you let God know I'm doing this in your name and I want you to be involved. And then after you take whatever time you feel you need to take, go for it. Just go for it 110%. If you still have that urge to do it, post. Do not be afraid. Do not say, oh, I don't have enough followers. I think I look kind of cringy. I think I look corny. I look corny. Do you see half of the videos I do? It's like, sometimes I'm like, girl, you are embarrassing. But like, don't be afraid. If it's on your heart to do, just do it and keep doing it. Especially if you believe in it, keep doing it. And then sometimes those people who are around you, who you could trust, ask them for their honest advice. If they say, oh girl, you need to do better lighting, your videos are too dark, or your videos are too long, or just good advice. People have a lot of things to say, but you know good advice when you hear it. You know the people you could trust. Listen to those people, take that feedback, look back at your videos, watch them and ask yourself, would I watch this? Is this enjoyable? If you sincerely enjoy your videos, that's all you need. So that's what I would say for starting.
Okay, thank you so much. I love that. And I hope the tweens out there listening really take note and really take in all this good advice.
For real, Alyssa. I have one more question before your closing remarks. What do you have in store for all your supporters and TikTok fans and Instagram followers in 2022? Like, what do you have in store for us?
Well, I don't really know exactly what to fully expect, but I know that I want to tap into even more creation. Like, I just want to create as much as I can. Like, the things that I was holding back in previous years, I want to let it all out. So whether it's more videos, whether it's different kind of projects, who knows what kind of projects will come, whether it's music, I just want to create whatever God puts inside of me. So, I mean, I know, like, before I used to be a very like planned person. I used to be like, I'm doing this by this date, this by this date, this way. Life has taught, at least me, life has taught me that my plans don't necessarily always turn out well. And then I get frustrated. So I'm learning to be more relaxed as I get older. I'm learning to be more relaxed, to pray about things, and then just go with the flow. Plan, yes, but not like crazy like how I used to, like a little perfectionist. So honestly, I'm really flowing with it, guys. To say I know exactly what you guys can expect from me this year, I can't really say that, but just know that I'm gonna be pouring out my heart.
Wow. Okay, well, thank you for coming on, but do you have any closing remarks for all the tweens out there? Any extra advice, anything?
Yeah, don't be afraid to do what's on your heart. Whatever it is, even if people around you don't believe in it, you don't need everybody around you to believe in your dreams. You know what you feel on the inside. You know what talents and gifts God has given you. And if you've been dreaming about doing something, if you can't stop dreaming about it, like that's just your dream, it's meant for you. Go for it. Do not be afraid. And even if it doesn't work out in the first few months or first year, child, you got time. Don't beat yourself up. Just keep going at it, keep praying, and I promise you it's gonna work out for you.
Well, thank you for coming on Career Guidance with the Tweens. You really gave us an insight of what being a social media influencer is like, and we really appreciate it because we watch you. I'm kind of fangirling right now because I follow you and I really like your videos.
Yeah.
So we see all these influencers on TikTok and Instagram, and we don't know what they go through in the background to put out their content for us, and we really appreciate you giving us a little bit about what it's like.
Yes, definitely. We appreciate you coming. So you're taking your time to really come out here and tell the tweens how they can get into content creation. We want to say congratulations on your new single. And for those who don't know, where can they find you, Ariel, on your social media handles?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at arielfitz.patrick or on TikTok at ariel.fitz. Or on Facebook at Ariel Fitz-Patrick. And my YouTube is called Ariella, and I'll be coming soon with a series of like just telling Bible stories, so you can subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on that. And yeah, I think that's everywhere.
All right. So thank you so much.
Wait. Before you go, I realized that you have merch, so I think I'm gonna be invested in that because you said, what did the merch say? You know I am here, or something like that.
Oh, merch. Yes.
I think I'm gonna invest in one of your hoodies.
Nice. I have to revamp those, but yeah, they're still available on my website, arielfitz.com.
Right, great, great, great. So thank you so much, Ariel, for coming on here for career guidance with the Tweens. Tweens, check out our page. Trust me, if you want laughs and if you want really somebody who's relatable for Christianity and someone who's just relatable and funny, it's Ariel Fitz-Patrick to check out. So thank you so much, Ariel, here for coming on, and we thank you so much. So that was it for career guidance with the Tweens. So thank you so much.
Make me happy inside. I feel it deep in my heart. Make me smile so wide. I laugh until my cheeks hurt. You call me precious and kind. You look at me and say you're mine. When I think about it, I can't deny. I get all choked up, 'cause your love is something special to me, incomparable. It's just something I can't deny. And you're always on time, like water in the desert. And I just wanna make you smile. I see the sun shine bright. I hear how sweet the birds chirp and how the clouds paint the sky. All creation shows off your work. You sent your son.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Career guidance with the Tweens was really, really impactful. That was some really solid advice, because as I said, like, we see so many influencers on doesn't matter who, and we'd be like, oh, I can make a video and it'll be good. Like, it's easy. Making a TikTok is so easy. Like, I could just do this and do that to keep up my followers, but we don't really know the actual struggle and stress and effort we have to put into it to maintain having your followers happy and everything like that. So I want to thank Ariel once again for coming on Career Guidance with the Tweens. Thank you for putting time in your busy schedule for us. So, Tweens, what do you want to say for your closing remarks? Because we've come down to the end of the show. It flew by. It flew by. Whoosh, it flew by. It was. What would you like to say, Tweens? I'm just that Career Guidance. It really shook me. But yeah.
Yeah, I would just like to say, Ariel, I really, really love that advice. And hope you guys have a great, great rest of the day. And remember to always put God first.
I would like to say, yes, take Ariel's advice if you want to pursue, content creation. And for all the students going back out to school, I hope it's productive, and remember to pray and keep God in mind.
I would like to say thank you so very much to Ariel for coming on and giving us that advice, because there's so much young people who want to get into content creation, and this is very, very helpful. As I close, I would like to say, remember, find something to smile about, laugh, remember, look at the keeps depression away, find something to smile about.
Yes, I thought what Ariel said was so inspirational, and I want to say everybody stay safe and always put God first.
Yes, again, thank you, Ariel. Tweens, don't forget, Youth Revival is coming up next week, Sunday. Giveaway with the Tweens merch. Buy a Tweens merch, follow us on Instagram at Tweens98.1 and get a chance to win yourself a brand new phone. Yes, stick tuned for Youth Revival next week, Sunday. Remember, ASAP, always say a prayer coming from Jada. Stay pure in Christ, and we'll be back next week, Saturday, with the Tweens. We're out. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
make me happy inside. I feel it deep in my heart. You make me smile so wide. I laugh until my cheeks hurt. You call me precious and kind. You look at me and say you're mine. When I think about it, I can't deny. I get all choked up, 'cause your love is something special to me, incomparable. It's just something I can't deny. And you're always on time, like water in the desert. And I just wanna make you smile. I see the sun shine bright. I hear sweet the birds and how the clouds paint the sky. Creation shows off your work. You sent your son to die, to look at me and say you're mine. That your love is so pure, I can't deny. I tell everyone that your love is your love. Something special to me, incomparable. It's just something I can't deny. And you're always on time, like water in the desert. And I just wanna make you
Music for your spirit. For your spirit.